Let's look at a section of questions that use conjunctive adverbs like therefore, however, although, moreover, and they connect two sentences with a semicolon and a comma. Now sometimes we can use periods too. The period can be used interchangeably with the semicolon in either of these examples. Here's our first example. Such interpretations are ultimately speculative, though. This is one of the conjunctive adverbs, so we would expect to see either a period or a semicolon. We see right here a semicolon and right there a semicolon, so those are possible. Then the adverb itself should be set apart by a comma. The only one that has that is choice B. Just a comma or two commas isn't enough when you're connecting two complete sentences like this. Here's another one. The word is rather. This is an adverb that shows the connection between the two sentences. And we have two complete sentences here. So to the left is a complete sentence and to the right. So we expect either a period or a semicolon. And then we set apart the adverb with a comma. Here's another one. Our adverb is the word however. And you can check by going to the left and to the right. Are these both complete sentences? They are. So which one of these is possible? Well, just commas or nothing are not correct. So the question is, which one of these is right? So it goes back to there are three sentences here. If the word however shows the contrast between sentence 1 and sentence 2, then it would be this one. So it contrasts sentences 1 and 2. If the word however shows the contrast between sentence 2 and sentence 3, then we would put it after the semicolon. In this case, we're going to choose A. We have this board that is tasked with doing things, but this individual that doesn't make such decisions. The contrast is between 1 and 2, so however belongs before the semicolon. We have an adverb though, so we're looking for either a semicolon or a period. I see it here and there. The other ones are wrong. And this one is set apart by a comma. Here we see the comma is locked in before however, so we're looking for a period or a semicolon. This is the one that has it, choice D. Though is another adverb. We're looking for a period or a semicolon, so not this one or this one, and it should be set apart by a comma, choice C. Though is another adverb. We're looking for a period or a semicolon, so these are wrong. The one that has it set apart by a comma is correct. Though is another adverb. We're looking for a semicolon or a period. C and A both have it. A sets apart the adverb with a comma. Though is an adverb. Here I see a period. Here I see a colon. That's the third possibility. Colons can also connect complete sentences. So A and D are for sure wrong. So how do you know which one to use? Well, it's about where the comma is. This one contrasts 1 and 2, or shows the connection between 1 and 2. This one between 2 and 3. And the right answer is A. In the first sentence, they talk about helping the war effort by solving complex equations. And the second sentence, his career is more than just equations. So it's connecting or transitioning from the first sentence. We choose A. This is the rare case where it's not the semicolon and the comma. Why? Well, let's read it. To manifest the warm and welcoming atmospheres that are a signature of her work, though, she occasionally relies on more traditional art techniques such as painting with watercolors. The reason why 2 commas works here is because everything to the left is not a complete sentence. If you read, to manifest the warm and welcoming atmospheres that are a signature of her work, ... there's no subject. So these rules apply where we would have an independent clause, comma, though, and then a semicolon if there's another independent clause on the other side. The problem is if there's not a complete sentence, then comma, comma works. Here's another example of that, where we see 2 commas. If you look at Scott Heron himself resisted the Godfather nickname. That's a complete sentence. But feeling that it didn't encapsulate his devotion to the broader African-American blues music tradition, as well as bluesologist, the moniker he preferred, Notice it starts with the word feeling. Well, who is feeling? It's not a complete sentence. And that is when the two commas are okay. If you're connecting two sentences, we have to have either a period or a semicolon. But in this case, two commas is the way to go. Next one, we're back to like usual. We have two complete sentences, so we're looking for a period or a semicolon. And then this one is contrasting sentences 1 and 2, not sentences 2 and 3. So that's how you know that the comma goes before, and the word however goes before the semicolon instead of after. Here we are introducing a list. Only 5 of these dances are included in the International Ballroom Dance, however, and then we put a colon and then we state that list. So if you tried to use a semicolon like this, notice that everything to the right is not a complete sentence. So that's why they wouldn't work. It goes back to this idea. You have to have a complete sentence to the left of a colon. For a semicolon, you have to have a complete sentence on both sides. So that's why it doesn't work for the semicolon, but it does work for the colon.